Cardinal Robert Francis Prevost was elected the 267th Pope, taking the name Leo XIV. His election is notable for several firsts: the first American-born Pope, the first Peruvian citizen to ascend to the papacy, and the first member of the Order of St. Augustine to serve as Bishop of Rome. Pope Leo XIV brings a unique blend of North and South American experience, deep Augustinian spirituality, and a reputation for bridge-building leadership at a time of significant transition for the Catholic Church. Robert Francis Prevost was born on September 14, 1955, in Chicago, Illinois, to Louis Marius Prevost, of French and Italian descent, and Mildred Martinez, of Spanish descent. He grew up with two brothers, Louis Martin and John Joseph. In a culturally rich and devout Catholic family, Prevost's early education took place at the minor seminary of the Augustinian Fathers. He then attended Villanova University in Pennsylvania, where he earned a degree in mathematics and studied philosophy in 1977. That same year, he entered the novitiate of the Order of St. Augustine, OSA, in St. Louis, and made his first profession on September 2, 1978. His solemn vows followed on August 29, 1981. He received his theological education at the Catholic Theological Union in Chicago. At age 27, he was sent to Rome to study canon law at the Pontifical University of St. Thomas Aquinas, Angelicum, where he earned his licentiate in 1984 and completed a doctorate in 1987 with a thesis on the role of the local prior in the Order of St. Augustine. Prevost was ordained a priest on June 19, 1982, at the Augustinian College of St. Monica in Rome by Archbishop Jean Jadot. He began his ministry as vocation director and missions director for the Augustinian province of Mother of Good Counsel in Illinois, but his path would soon lead him far beyond the United States. In 1985, Prevost was sent to the Augustinian mission in Chulucanas, Piura, Peru. He quickly became known for his pastoral zeal, humility, and ability to connect with the local population. After a brief return to the U.S., he was back in Peru from 1988 to 1998, serving as a parish pastor, diocesan official, seminary teacher, and administrator in Trujillo, northwestern Peru. Prevost's decade in Peru left a lasting mark. He worked closely with marginalized communities, often venturing into remote Andean villages to deliver aid and spiritual support. He became a naturalized Peruvian citizen, a testament to his deep commitment to the country and its people. He is remembered as a Latin Yankee in Rome, a nod to his American roots and Latin American heart. Stories abound of his hands-on approach, wading through mud to deliver food and blankets during floods, driving a pickup truck to reach isolated communities, and fixing vehicles to ensure aid reached those in need. During the COVID-19 pandemic, he led efforts to secure oxygen plants for the region, saving countless lives. In 2001, Prevost was elected Prior General of the Order of St. Augustine, a position he held for 2 six-year terms until 2013. As head of the Augustinians, he traveled extensively, visiting communities worldwide and fostering a spirit of humility, service, and fraternity. In 2014, Pope Francis appointed Prevost as Apostolic Administrator of the Diocese of Chiclayo, Peru. He was consecrated bishop on December 12, 2014, and became Bishop of Chiclayo in 2015. In this role, he continued his advocacy for the poor, promoted education, and played a key part in the Peruvian Episcopal Conference. Prevost's reputation for integrity and bridge building led to his appointment in 2023 as Prefect of the Dicastery for Bishops, one of the most influential positions in the Catholic Church. He was also named President of the Pontifical Commission for Latin America and was created Cardinal by Pope Francis in September 2023. As prefect, he oversaw the selection of bishops worldwide, earning respect for his discretion, listening skills, and global perspective. His leadership style was marked by humility, collaboration, and a focus on unity. following the death of Pope Francis on April 21, 2025, the conclave convened in early May. Prevost's name quickly emerged as a consensus candidate, seen as someone capable of uniting the Church's diverse factions. On May 8th, after only 3 sessions, he was elected Pope, the first American and Peruvian to do so, and the first Augustinian in history. Appearing on the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, Pope Leo XIV greeted the crowd in Italian, then Spanish, emphasizing the universality of the Church and his commitment to charity, dialogue, and love. He paid tribute to his predecessor, Pope Francis, and called for a missionary church that builds bridges and welcomes everyone. Leo XIV's leadership is deeply shaped by his Augustinian roots. He emphasizes humility, community, and service, often eschewing pomp and ceremony for direct engagement with the faithful. His motto, "In illo uno unum," in the one, reflects a vision of unity rooted in Christ. He is known for his collaborative, bridge-building approach, in contrast to more hierarchical or doctrinally rigid styles of some predecessors. His years in Peru and as Augustinian leader have given him a global, multicultural perspective and a pragmatic, hands-on style. Leo XIV is widely regarded as a moderate, able to navigate between progressive and conservative currents within the Church. Analysts see him as a well-respected moderate and a potential unifier with a diplomatic style that values listening and consensus building. While he continues Pope Francis's focus on social justice, outreach to the poor, and inclusion, Leo XIV brings a distinct tone, less confrontational, more prudent, and marked by warmth and gentleness. His choice of the name Leo, echoing Pope Leo XIII, a reformer and champion of workers' rights, signals a commitment to reform and moderation. Stories from Peru highlight Leo XIV's willingness to wade through mud to deliver aid during floods, drive his own truck to remote villages, and eat simple meals with the people he served. He is remembered for fixing broken-down vehicles to ensure relief reached those in need and for sleeping on the floor in humble dwellings. During the COVID-19 crisis, he was instrumental in securing 2 oxygen plants for Chiclayo, a lifeline for the region. His tireless advocacy saved lives and reinforced his reputation as a shepherd close to his flock. Leo XIV is known for his humility and approachability. He began each day with morning prayers and breakfast with his priests, maintaining a positive attitude and sharing in the daily life of his clergy. He is described as someone who had time for everyone and was the person who would find you along the way. His election as Pope was met with pride and celebration in Peru, where he is affectionately called the Saint of the North. Church bells rang out, and people gathered in cathedrals, sharing stories of his time among them and expressing hopes for a papal visit. Leo XIV's style stands out for its moderation, emphasis on unity, and blend of North and South American pastoral experience. A style both collaborative and globally attuned, Leo XIV's election breaks long-standing taboos. He is the first American Pope, the first Peruvian Pope, and the first Augustinian to ascend to the papacy. His dual citizenship and decades of missionary work in Latin America broaden his appeal and signal a more global, inclusive church. He is seen as a bridge builder, able to unite the Church's diverse factions and navigate complex global challenges. His Augustinian spirituality, hands-on pastoral experience, and diplomatic skills position him to lead the Church into a new era of dialogue, service, and reform. Throughout his ministry, Leo XIV has championed the poor, the marginalized, and those on the peripheries. His actions, whether delivering aid in Peru, advocating for social justice, or promoting education, reflect a deep commitment to the Church's mission of charity and solidarity. Pope Leo XIV's election marks a historic turning point for the Catholic Church. His unique blend of American and Latin American experience, Augustinian spirituality, and bridge-building leadership offers hope for unity, reform, and renewed missionary zeal. As he begins his pontificate, the world watches with anticipation. Inspired by his humility, compassion, and vision for a church that welcomes all and serves the most vulnerable, Pope Leo XIV embodies the spirit of a church that is in the world but not of the world. A church that builds bridges, serves the poor, and seeks unity in diversity. His story is one of faith, service, and hope for the future.